It's me again, your HR big sister, talking to you about self-shame and self-doubt. This week, I presented at an HR conference on taking care of HR, which is one of my go-to topics as a former chief people officer and person who has been in the HR function for over 20 years. Here's the deal. There are 30 years worth of research on burnout in HR. 30 years. And yet, I've never heard it spoken about before. Not until I started raising the conversation, not until I had read all of these research studies that had been done on HR, did I realize how little we were taking care of ourselves and how much self-shame and self-criticism were ruling our function. Because here's the deal. As HR leaders, HR business partners, anyone involved in HR, we tend to be the carers of the organization. At least that's how things start. Sometimes we care so much we end up with compassion fatigue, which is demonstrated by disassociation, victim blaming, and disconnecting from our emotions and our responses of what actually made us take the job in the first place. I see a lot of villainization of the HR function, people saying how HR isn't out for you, they're out for the company, that we're somehow some kind of evil overlords. Most of us are caring people who went into this function because we wanted to help people. Problem is, often we are the bearers of bad news, we're the fun police, or we're blamed for decisions that quite frankly weren't ours, and we have to execute on. So if you are an HR professional, here's what I want you to do. Please take a moment to thank yourself for all the hard work you do. And also know when you have self-doubt and you feel alone or overwhelmed, you aren't alone. Many of us feel that way. In fact, one recent study of HR professionals showed that 80% of us do something called toxin handling. I'll talk about that in more detail, but essentially it's handling the negative emotions of others. So, to my fellow HR friends and family, please take this weekend to take care of yourself, to give yourself thanks for all you do, and to be kind to yourself. Because every day I know you do your best to help others.